on the draw. This hand looks perfectly keepable. Ooh, that was a good draw. Ooh, he's not f6 anymore. But I'm still going to attack. I actually don't mind if this gets hit by impeccable timing now that we drew a good curve. We might just go 1, 2, 3, 4 trick here. That would be nice. Ooh, that's a good card. So, options. Let me read exactly what this does. Alright. So I don't want to send my Fan Bearer, that's for sure. I could send with my Oketra's Avenger and then use Blur of Blades if he blocks. It's kind of a sexy play. Don't get to develop my board, but that's okay. I just want to make sure this works the way I think it does. If I attack, he blocks, I shrink it to an 0-3, so it doesn't deal any damage, so it wouldn't get a counter. So it's basically using it as like a better impeccable timing. I think that's better than using compulsory rest, just to get it off the board. Let's attack for 3. I'm assuming he doesn't block here, to be honest. Knowing what I know that he knows. I don't know. Unless he puts me on a sicko bluff. Bluffing's not really a huge part of Magic, but I guess if I was particularly gumptious, I could try to make this, but he called it anyway. I'll just use the Blur of Blades. Alright. Didn't get to develop my board though, which is the only reason I didn't love that play super much. That was a much better target for the Blur of Blades too. That's too bad. I think I'll offer the trade here. I don't know if I want to exert my Avenger or not. Probably do, because I don't want to make that trade. I'm fine with taking a turn off of attacks in order to prevent that from happening. Right, that got through. Naga is fine. Sending in, it's kind of surprising. He must feel that he can be the aggressor this game. Didn't draw land, that's a shame. But let's send in with just the Aven. Untap something, doesn't really matter. I guess I can threaten to trade with this. That's true if I untap the Aven as well to block this, but I'm not blocking anyway. I'll just play another creature. Keep trying to go wide so this threaten will deal maximum damage at some point in the near future. Right now we're threatening 8 points of damage. So if he leaves himself with just the 3-power creature back to block, assuming nothing else changes, this threaten could be lethal. Doubt that'll work as intended though. He's got plenty of cards and he has a decent amount of mana left to do things. Area Naga has kind of gone down in my estimation quite a bit. This card has been around before, like Nessian Courser, Centaur Courser, and the card's always been pretty good in whatever limited format it is in, but in this format for whatever reason it's just not super solid. All the aggressive 2-drops are just able to get through it, and it just gets outclassed pretty quickly by all the 4 toughness creatures later in the game. So it's just kind of in that awkward middle ground where you don't want to be. It's pretty interesting. And green is a pretty solid color in this format too. A lot of people think it's the best color, but a lot of that is due to the fact that the green ramp deck has all the pieces you need to go like 3 or 4 colors, and Naga doesn't really fit that plan. Lethal Sting, huh? Alright, that's not super bad for us. So if he had like a shed weakness, that would be a pretty good combo. I'll keep that in mind. Slow roll me on my upkeep, man. I don't know what I'm drawing. Hopefully I'll land. Make some of my decisions a little easier. If I draw my land, so I'll talk about what my thought process is. I can steal the Carrion Screecher, attack with everybody. So then if he had a shed weakness, he'd be able to eat my Minotaur, but in the process he would be taking 8, going to 3. Then I'd be left with just 2 creatures. So it's a little bit risky if he had a removal spell. Another even wasn't ideal. So might just want to put Compulsory Arrest on the Screecher. That still allows me to attack with everybody. So I think that's my plan. And now if at any point we draw land for the limits, it should be enough to get the job done. So we'll exert, attack, attack, untap the Avenger, always yield. Doesn't have any good blocks. So we'd likely take 7 or chumps, both of which I'm okay with. Obviously I would prefer if these Haven of Enduring Hopes were anything cheaper that we could use, but I do still like having him in my hand because it means even if he's somehow able to stabilize, we have the late game breach in order to push over the top. Yeah, he's just going to prevent some damage here. Go to 7. Makes some sense. Alright, land and we win. Alright, sweet. Give me that. Oh yeah. Alright, we got the 3-0. Pretty straightforward. Our most interesting match was definitely that blue-black opponent in the second round. Had a pretty solid blue-black tempo deck that almost vanquished us, but we were able to get the job done. And yeah, don't know if I'm going to be making any more Hour of Devastation draft videos since the format is starting to come to a close. Format's been out for a while, people are starting to get tired of it, but I do like the format a lot, so you never know. Maybe I'll be back in the future. Let me know in the comments if this is something you'd like to see more of. Or perhaps some Odyssey flashback drafts, or maybe some more standard. You know, if you want to see more, just let me know what you want to see and I'll happily oblige. But either way, thank you so much for watching and we'll see you next time.